Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Social Degenerates Podcast. This is your host, again, Tyler Boyd, and this is episode fucking 8. Episode 8, I think. Anyway, how y'all doing? This is a special episode because this is the first episode that not only can you listen to it on audio, but if all goes well, you'll also be able to watch it on YouTube. So make sure you check that out. After you get done listening to it on audio, go and listen to it on YouTube, or watch it on YouTube, rather. How you guys doing? I am currently wearing a Blue Moon shirt, but I'm drinking whiskey. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I'm drinking American, fuck. Of course, that bottle's sitting over there. I forget what it's called. It's honey whiskey. Damn it, it's honey whiskey. Most honey whiskeys taste the same, unless you get it from Tattered Flag, because that shit is amazing. It's honey whiskey. So, yeah, dude, if you're watching, congratulations. Like I said, this is the first time I've done this, so I'm going to awkwardly stare into the camera and pretend that somebody's out there watching. Because that's what I do. Well, that's not really what I do. But I am wearing plaid slippers. I'm wearing a Blue Moon shirt. My name's Tyler. I'm a he, his, him, his, her. I'll get to that in a second. If you are watching, you will notice a fucking Christmas tree behind me. Now, you may think that my fiance waited to put that up only after Thanksgiving, one of the most important holidays of the year. And it's important because it's one of my favorite holidays. And if you listen to my last podcast, you would know this. It's no secret. Thanksgiving is top 3 favorite holidays of the year. And it always gets fucking ignored. When does this Christmas tree go up? As soon as the Halloween decorations come down. When do the Halloween decorations come down? As soon as Halloween is over. So you do the math. When does the Christmas tree go up? Oh, I don't know. A day, maybe 2 after Halloween. Well, this bad boy here got put up November 2nd. 2 days after Halloween. The fucking disrespect to these turkeys out here, putting their lives on the line so we can eat good. Not only turkeys, ham. If you're a traditional family, you probably ate ham. And the fucking disrespect to those turkeys and pigs, unfathomable. It's disgusting, honestly. And if I had my way, that tree behind me, if you're watching this, you can see it. It's beautiful. I even put it on display for you guys. Now, it is pretty, but it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary, and quite frankly, it's un-American. Oh, you did not just go there and say it's un-American. Yeah, I did. It's fucking un-American. That tree should not be up yet. It's beautiful. But part of me wants to fucking J.J. Watt the shit. Part of me wants to Brian Dawkins that right now. Maybe John Lynch it. Aaron Brooks. Derek Brooks. Fuck. I knew I was going to fuck one of those names up. Either way, I want to tackle that fucking tree behind me. But I'd be in a world of shit if I did. To be honest. Yeah, but what I'm saying is Thanksgiving is clearly at least superior enough that the Christmas tree shouldn't be put up until after Thanksgiving. And I'll argue anybody to the death. I'm not scared of you guys. I'm a Christmas fan too, don't get me wrong. I like Christmas. I like decorating. Actually, I don't like decorating. I hate doing that shit. I hated it when I was a kid. I remember my mom, she would She'd be like, Tyler, come here and help me with the tree. And I'm just in the back of my, you don't want to do anything to make your mom mad. But in the back of my head, I'm like, fucking seriously? Bro, I'm in the NFC, I'm in the NFC divisional game right now in Madden. And you want me to stop doing that for this? To put some balls on the tree? Put my... Never mind. Yeah, I hate decorating, but I like when decorations are up, as stupid as that is. Like, I don't want to be the one to do it because I'm lazy. But I like the finished product, which is so hypocritical. I understand that. But it is what it is. And that's the way I live. I don't like doing this shit. And I'm the same way with Halloween. And every fucking year, every year Halloween comes around, trick or treat specifically. Every year it comes around, I'll hand out candy. And I see all my neighbors dressed up like something cool. I'm like, fuck, man, I should have dressed up this year. I'm definitely dressing up next year. And I never fucking do it. I never do it. I never learn my lesson. And you think one year maybe I would? Maybe next year. Maybe next year will be the year. Maybe I'll dress up next year. I'll go as, what should I go as? Fucking Rocky Balboa. You know, I'm a Philly sports fan. Rocky Balboa is like, no, because fuck, dude, it's cold outside on trick or treat. It's cold outside. I can't go as Rocky Balboa. Have to show the shredded six pack, which, again, if you're watching, you know for sure I don't got one. I mean, I don't know if you can tell from the camera angle. We'll just go with I have one. It's there. But if you see me stand up, you're going to think different. It's fucking there. It's just buried. No. But anyway, we got this elf on the shelf thing for my kids. Now, admittedly, I haven't done anything. Look, I just got done telling you guys I don't like decorating. I'm kind of like a bah humbug when it comes to the holidays because I don't like dealing with this little fucking elf either. It's creepy. It's actually, literally, it's looking at me right now. It's sitting on top of a paper roll towel, kind of like a stripper. Don't ask me why. But it's looking at me, and it's fucking creepy. And I'm not good with ideas for the thing. Honestly, my fiance's been dealing with it, but good on her. I haven't done that in a while. Fuck. Shit, I swear there was one more thing I wanted to talk about before I start getting into these topics. Yeah, fuck it. Let's get into the topics. Earlier, that one burned. Earlier, you heard me talk about he, him, Zazer, whatever. Did you guys see these videos of like the woke Microsoft company employees? They're I don't know what they're doing. They're like I don't know what they're doing. They're introducing themselves for something. But each one that goes up and introduces themselves, they're like, "Hi, my name is Vanessa. I'm a she, her. I'm a Caucasian Asian woman. I'm wearing a pink top and blue jeans and a pair of stilettos." Now, there's many different videos like this on this thing. There's many different people doing this shit that are describing themselves, their race, their gender, and supposedly it's for the visually impaired, so they can understand what they look like or something. Can we just fucking stop? Seriously, can we just stop this shit? The he, him, she, her, them, their. What other ones are there? Fucking zebra. I don't know. Can we just stop this shit? It's exhausting. And if you get it wrong, God forbid you get it wrong. God forbid you get their fucking gender wrong. Some of them are cool. I've met, and again, I'm not a transphobe or whatever people are labeled as. I don't care. But this whole like woke in the workplace thing, and it is so annoying. Not the woke in the workplace, but the woke in like okay. I talked about her last time. I think last time or the time before, but Demi Lovato. So she comes out as I think she came out as like non-binary. I have no fucking idea what that. I can't keep up with all these terms. I'm starting to, and again, I'm trying to be as tolerant as possible. But they're making up all these fucking terms, and I can't keep up with all of them. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm trying. Not really. But it's so frustrating when you see somebody like Demi Lovato. We'll use her again. And she comes out as like non-binary and she doesn't want to be gendered or it's like, why are we I remember back when I was a fucking kid and boys were boys and girls were girls and boys played with action figures and girls played with whatever the fuck they play with. I don't know. They paint each other's nails, makeup. Side note, my sister did my makeup one time upstairs and we had a bunch of family over and she did my makeup and I walked downstairs and I thought I was cute as shit. And when I walked downstairs, my family was down there. Like, not just my mom and my dad, but like my whole family was down. It was some kind of special event. And they laughed at me so hard that I started crying and I ran back upstairs and I wiped the makeup off my face. And maybe that's why I have issues. Maybe that's why I don't, I guess I don't understand the gender thing because I got laughed at for wearing makeup. Maybe that's why I don't paint my fucking fingernails. They're not painted. Shit. See, this is why I hate going off on side notes. But no, I just don't. This video was so like cringy, and I don't even like using that word because the word itself has become fucking cringy. Let's be honest. But the whole gender and like, God forbid you get somebody's gender wrong. And I'm fine. Like, I'm fine if a boy is transitioning to a woman. I'm fine calling you her or vice versa. I'm fine calling you him. It's not I'm some bigot that like, I don't want to call you by your appropriate gender. But if I fuck it up, don't get mad at me. If you look like a dude, but you're a girl and you want to be called a girl, don't yell at me. It's going to be okay. Just tell me what you want to be called and I'll call you it. And then we can go on our merry way. But this whole like woke, especially like in the acting world, like the wokeness in the acting world and like the virtue signaling and shit like that, it's so frustrating. And I don't even know why I give it the time of day. Like, I don't know why I give it the effort. It's just shit I see on Facebook while I'm scrolling. And I'm so tired of Facebook too. I'm so tired of Facebook. But for whatever reason, that motherfucking got me right in the vein and it's just shooting into my fucking bloodstream. I was doing this for the people that are watching. I was like pretending like I was injecting something in my vein and I thought about that stupid call the vibe. Baby, are you coming for the ride? That's fucking annoying. These new trends these kids are coming up with. I sound like my fucking dad. You guys hear about this new COVID? This new COVID. It's a new strain or new strand. New variant. Whatever you want to call it. It's the one that's supposed to kill you now. Or be more viral. More spread out. Or more spread. Fuck, dude. Why am I drawing a fucking mind blank? It's the whiskey. Permissible? It's something fucking like that. You know what I'm saying, dude. Might have a little buzz going. But you can catch it easier, is basically what I'm saying. But what fucking variant wasn't easy to catch? How many times are we going to play this card? How many times are we going to play this fucking card? Oh, we got this new strain. It's deadly. No kidding. Get the fuck out of here. Well, didn't they make a vaccine for this? Well, this strain, you might not. It might slip by the vaccine. Oh. Well, fuck. I don't know. Dude, and again, I said this last episode. I'm not against vaccines. I just don't want to get the shit. I just don't want to get it. I had no problem with anybody getting it. I don't give a fuck. It's not hurting me. I just don't want to fucking get it. But this new strain, even the lady, so it was apparently discovered in South Africa. And apparently the lady who found it, like she was the one that noticed it first, basically was like, hey, it's really nothing to worry about. We haven't had many cases, and the cases that come in aren't really fucked up over it. You know? So it's not like, remember that, I don't know how far back you guys go with this shit, but there used to be these like propaganda videos in China of like these Chinese people like falling over in the streets when COVID first started. Like it was this like nuclear fallout type disease where like people were just dropping dead. And then they started fucking locking people in their houses, like welding their doors shut. It's fucking wild. But now we got this new variant. And the person that found the variant was a woman, like I said, from, I believe, it was either South Africa or North Africa. But either way, it was in Africa. She was basically like, bro, it's nothing to worry about. Like, you don't got to panic over it. She said it out of her own mouth. I heard the clip. And she, in short, said, like, don't worry about it. It's not really, like, anything to be concerned over. What does America do? What's America do? America's like, oh, fuck it. We're closing borders. We're not letting, like, 6 countries in our borders. We might have to lock down again. Fauci says that we're going to have to take it real serious, like it's a threat. And I'm just over the bullshit. I'm over it, dude. They could tell me there was a variant that kills 100 out of 100 people, and I'd be like, bro, I'm just tired. I don't want to do this shit no more. No, I'm just kidding. If it said it killed 100 out of 100, I'd probably take it a little more serious. But you get what I'm saying. I'm just tired of all the fucking variants. All the variants. And it seems like it's conveniently... I'm about to put on a tinfoil hat while I talk to you guys now that you can see me. But it seems like a little convenient now that Ghislaine Maxwell is on trial, and now there's this new fucking thing, and like... I don't know, dude. It just... I don't know. Something smells a little fucking fishy to me. I don't know. It just feels weird. And I'm so over COVID. I'm so over COVID talk. I know I'm talking about it right now, but I'm so over it, dude. Like, I really don't think it's going to be anything crazy, but of course, U.S. officials are going to blow it up like it's like the next fucking smallpox or AIDS epidemic or, you know, whatever the fuck else. And I don't think it's that. I don't know, dude. But I do know who won't be inside their houses when they lock us back down. If they lock us back down. We'll see. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm really hoping we don't get locked back down. I don't think it's going to happen. Actually, you know what? As a truck driver, I hope we get locked down because fucking traffic was way better when we were locked down. I'll tell you that right now. I used to have to go to North Jersey, right outside New York City. I'd go up there, not a fucking car in sight when this thing first started kicking off. And I loved it. So lock us back down. Fuck it. I don't care. Lock us back down. Fuck it. But anyway, the people that won't abide by that is all those people in San Francisco. Dude, I seen one of the most disturbing videos I've seen in a while, and I've seen a lot of fucked up videos. But I seen a video of just like a compilation video of people just walking into San Francisco. People walking into stores in San Francisco, like Rite Aid or whatever their version of Rite Aid is. But I seen people walking in, and like literally, the only thing the store is allowed to do is stand at the exit and videotape. That is their policy. You can't call the cops because I think in San Francisco, anything under $1,000, if you steal it, it's not a crime in San Francisco. It's so wild. But that's the life we live in. And that's fucking... God, I'm trying to stay out of politics as much as I can, but that's Nancy Pelosi's people. Sorry, but it is. But anyway, God, she's a piece of shit. These people are walking in to like a Walgreens or a Rite Aid or something of that nature, like a drugstore, and they're walking in, and they're fucking just walking in and just taking shit and just walking back out. And the only thing the employees can do about it is stand at the exit and record them. I don't know what the fuck good that's going to do because the cops aren't going to give a shit. So they're recording these people, like, and the people are like putting up the peace sign and like walking out all happy and shit because they know nothing's going to happen. And of course, every one of them are wearing masks. Now in San Francisco, it might be like commonplace that you have to wear a mask in every business, but everybody's wearing a mask when they walk into the store because obviously if something goes down, they don't want to get caught. But isn't it fucked up? Like, and if San Francisco lets you steal over $1,000 worth of, or excuse me, just under $1,000 worth of stuff, why the fuck would you think about going to Rite Aid or Walgreens or whatever other store that's like that? I would be going into, dude, for the amount that I bought this equipment to record on, I'd have walked into Best Buy or some shit. Like, I'd have walked into Best Buy or, but, we all have different things. Maybe they needed fucking lipstick and mascara. It is San Francisco, and it was a bunch of dudes, so I wouldn't doubt it, you know what I'm saying? They might have needed that fucking lipstick and mascara. Eyeshadow. Maybe a couple tampons. All them guys. I'm talking like that, but currently, my fiance, she lost her voice. It's a shame, guys. You know what I'm talking about. She lost her voice, and I love it, dude. I love when people lose their voices. Especially, and anybody that's been in the military, you'll understand what I'm about to say. But especially like when you're in the military and you're drill sergeant or your DI in the Marine Corps. I don't know what the fuck they call them in the Air Force and Navy and shit like that. But when your drill sergeant or DI loses their voice, it's like 3 days of like peace. It's like, fuck, thank God. I just don't want to hear him yell. So now I can't get yelled at. I mean, I can, but it sounds funny, so I'll just laugh. I don't give a shit. You didn't put the dishes away. I'm sorry, what was that? And then they just give up because they can't talk. So it's it's a win-win for everybody, really. I love it. Fuck, I kind of love losing my own voice sometimes because then somebody asks you a question and you just kind of let out like a fucking sound. And they be like, oh, that's right. Sorry. And then you don't got to answer their question. You don't got to talk to them. You can just kind of be a mute all day long. I like losing my voice, and I like it when other people lose their voice. I think we should all lose our fucking voice. Honestly. No, but, now, seriously, everybody lose their voice. Might as well. Again, I got that from Bill Burr. So if anybody tries to say I'm stealing it from him, I know I'm stealing it from him. And I'm admitting it So Bill Burr did that shit first. The whole da. Anyway, that's the last time I'm going to say that I stole from Bill Burr. Just know that I fucking stole it from Bill Burr's Monday morning podcast. And I'm not going to mention it again because I already mentioned it twice. So if anybody's like, you stole it from Bill Burr, I'll be like, refer back to episode 8. And episode 7, I think, is the last time I said it. Eagles, wow. Dumpster fire, wow. Cowboys, wow. Dumpster fire, wow. The whole NFC East, dumpster fire. And admittedly, I follow the NFC East more than I follow anybody else because my team is Fly, Eagles, Fly, the Eagles. With that being said, I will admit that we are a dumpster fire. Jalen Hurts, wildly inconsistent. One game he looks like a world beater, and then the next minute he's throwing 3 interceptions that were forced passes that should have never been thrown. What are you gonna do about it, baby? Look, I was a Carson Wentz guy. Now, that doesn't mean I'm a Jalen Hurts hater. I like Carson Wentz, and I believe a healthy Carson Wentz is a dangerous Carson Wentz, and we all seen what he could do when he was healthy. I also like Jalen Hurts. Shocker. I like Jalen Hurts, but I wish we could see him play consistently game in and game out. I wish we could see him play good. For lack of better words, there's some games where he's just fucking crushing it, and then others where he's not. And honestly, remember that guy that was like, he caught a baby like out of a burning building, and he was like, I caught him unlike Aguilar. Well, Jalen Reagor is like our new Aguilar. I don't know what the fuck it is about these guys, man. Jalen Reagor is becoming the new Nelson Aguilar. And Nelson Aguilar, in my opinion, wasn't that bad. He had a couple bad seasons, but this dude, Jalen Reagor, he's tough. He's tough to deal with. He's not great. He dropped a couple easy passes that would have been for touchdowns. I don't know, dude. It's tough because that Eagles team looks great one game and then looks like shit against a fucking dumpster fire that is the New York Giants. Which, let's call it what it is, they're the New Jersey Giants, but, that's been said and beat to death. So, they're from New Jersey. I've seen their stadium. It's a shithole. Anyway. I'm hoping the Eagles can turn it around. Right now in the NFC East, it's a fucking toss-up, even though the Dallas Cowboys are like 2 or 3 games ahead at this point. We have a very, on paper, easy schedule. And I'm hoping they can fucking turn it around for my sanity. It's so hard being a fucking Eagles fan. In the past, the present. Oh, my God. But we did win a Super Bowl in the last decade, so I'm happy. I cried like a bitch. I did. I cried like a bitch, and somebody had it on video to where I cried when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Because the first thing I did when that clock hit 0 and the game was over and the Eagles won was I called my dad. My dad was born in 1951. He's been an Eagles fan his whole life and never got to see them win a championship, or at least a Super Bowl. And I called my dad, and the first thing now, the person that was videotaping this was videotaping it because they thought I was going to get hype. Like, they thought I was going to jump around the room, go fucking crazy, which, admittedly, I should have, but I didn't. So I called my dad, and the first thing I said to my dad was, "We did it." And he said, "I know." And then I started breaking down crying. It's weird how sports can do that to a grown man, ain't it? Make you turn into a fucking baby. Because that's what I did. I turned into a fucking baby. I was like, we did it. Oh, God. And that's what I did. I cried. Cried like a bitch. Speaking of that, somebody close to me lost their dog this weekend. Or this week. Past week. Last week. Lost their dog. And there is nothing sadder than seeing a grown man say goodbye to his pet for the last time. Again, cried. The common theme here is I'm sensitive and I'll cry, and I ain't afraid to cry. I don't do it much, but when I do, boy, I get that fucking rumble lip. Start fucking shooting out. Start shooting out fucking boogers and shit. I get sad, dude. I might be the saddest person ever. I just be getting sad all the fucking time. God damn. Already at 31 minutes. All right, so I'm going to leave this podcast with a story real quick. So not too long ago, and there's people that listen to this from England and people that listen to this from Sweden, I think, and there's like 2 other countries that I can't remember. It's been a while since I looked at the analytics, but just know everything I'm about to say is true. And anybody that's ever been in New York City can tell you, or vouch at least, that it's true. I went to New York City for the first time over the summer. And I go there, the first time was with my fiance, my kids, my fiance's brother, and her parents, her stepdad and her mom. I got on a subway. Now, there's a lot to this story. I'm going to try to keep it somewhat brief and just get to the point. There's a lot to this trip anyway, I should say. There was a point where I got on the subway for the first time in my life. Never been on a subway. I've seen it on movies 100 fucking times. Never been on a subway. So I get on the subway for the first time. We get our little fucking tickets, whatever you want to call it, little ticket to get on there. So we get on the subway. We get on the actual subway, and there's nowhere to sit. So a stop goes by, a couple people get off the subway, and my fiance and my daughter go over and sit in a seat. The subway starts back up, and my fiance like waves me. At this point, it's only me, my son, my fiance's brother, her, and my daughter. And me and her brother were standing over a little ways away, and my son, her, and my daughter were sitting there on the seat. So at one point I look over and I can see her waving me to come down. So I went down, and I'm standing there facing her, and her brother is next to me. And we're holding the little railing so we don't fall. And she kind of does this like head nudge, like, hey, look behind you. So I look behind me, and there's a dude on the bench, and he's got his hand down his pants, and he's masturbating. Now, he's laying on the bench. I'd imagine he's homeless at this point. Now, the father in me wants to turn around and fuck this guy up or call the police, or, he's being a scumbag. But the smart person in me, or however you want to word it, realizes that I'm in New York City, and this shit probably happens every fucking day. Every day. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to do nothing about it. Well, the thing that scared me was that when we got off of the subway, well, this guy takes his hand out of his pants, puts on his shoes, and he like starts heading behind me. I'm just like, motherfucker, I'll fucking kill you if you come close to me or my kids or anybody else that's affiliated with me. But it's weird how, like, if I was in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, and I rode a bus, so to speak, and there was somebody in the past or in one of the bus seats masturbating, I'd have every urge to like at least call that person out, if not fight him. If my daughter was close to me, if it was just me, I don't care. I'd probably join him. I'm just joking. I wouldn't join him. But if my daughter was near me, man, it's tough because anybody that has a daughter knows, like, you're super fucking. I'm protective over my son too, but my daughter is my little girl. That's my world. That's, and I love my son too. He's my world as well. But there's something about a father and a daughter, like a daddy-daughter love, that if somebody's doing that close to my daughter, I'm just like, I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to kill this guy. But I'm in New York City. And that dude probably does that on every fucking subway he goes on. And I can't do a goddamn thing about it. I mean, I could fuck him up, but what would that prove? Beating up a homeless guy? And I don't want to make it sound like I'm a tough guy. But this guy was kind of cracked out and, typical fucking homeless guy, I guess. I don't know. Are all homeless guys crackheads? Maybe. Who knows? But anyway, I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving if you didn't listen to my last episode. I'm not going to ramble on too much more because I have to work tomorrow, unfortunately. And that brings me to my next thing. I created a YouTube account. If you're following me on Facebook or Instagram, you would have seen it by now. Hopefully you're following. If you are, fantastic. Thank you. I love you. Not literally. That's kind of weird, but I do appreciate you at the very least. If you're following my YouTube, it is Social Degenerates. I'm sure if you type it in, you'll be able to find it. If not, if you're on my Facebook, I posted a Facebook link to it. Just click on it, hit follow, or subscribe, excuse me. Just hit subscribe. Follow my Instagram page. I don't have a Facebook page. Look, there's too much social media in the world. I don't need all of them. It's so much. I'm about to hire somebody to fucking manage all these pages. And not even that I'm like blowing up or nothing like that. I'm just saying there's so many fucking pages and shit like that out there. So, but the ones that I'm mainly concerned about, obviously, are Instagram and YouTube, which I just created a YouTube. I got like 677 subscribers, which, to be honest, I'll be honest, I switched that over from an old page that I had that I haven't uploaded in like 4 years. So that's why I have 670 something subscribers. But if we could boost that number up, fucking great, baby. Your boy's trying not to work anymore. I'm trying to get on that Kevin Hart status or that Joe Rogan status or that fucking, I don't know, anybody. Basically what I'm saying is I don't want to fucking drive a truck anymore. I'll be honest. Nah, but if you could, please, follow me on YouTube, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Tell your friends, tell your family. Don't tell your mother or your grandmother. Maybe your dad. He might like it, but I've already been told that I curse too much, and I don't give a fuck. So, all right, yo. With that being said, I think this is the end of the podcast. I think that's it. All right. Bye, dude.